Hi guys, Stanley Dustin here, and welcome to my review of DC's Legends of Tomorrow. This is very late. This is the third time I'm recording this. The last time was a few weeks ago, and that recording was just awful. It was crap. It went way over 20 minutes, and it was just too damn long. So this time I'm just going to shorten it down a bit. This is just for Legends of Tomorrow Season 1. Season 2 I'll bring that out soon. And I might do one for the rest of the Arrowverse shows. But there's so many of them now, it'll take me ages. So, starting off, where should I start? The episodes, probably. Um, all the episodes in the first season were okay. However, it took me a while to watch them all at once. And this hasn't happened with a show in a while. Like, when I'm watching Arrow, I can watch episode after episode after episode after episode. Or with The Flash, I can watch episode after episode after episode, and so on. Same with Gotham, same with anything. But with Legends of Tomorrow, I watched like the first 4 episodes-ish, maybe 5. And then I stopped watching it for about a month. It was just, the thing about Legends of Tomorrow is it's quite hard to get into, because it's hyped up to be like this superhero team-up. But then they spend a lot of time outside of their sort of super suits, I suppose you could say. And that put me off a bit, because I was coming for like as I said, like a team up, like a Justice League team up with all these heroes or whatever. But it wasn't that. And once I actually got into it, I found it was a lot better. My standout characters were definitely Rip Hunter, played by Arthur Davrill. Love Arthur Davrill. He was in Doctor Who as well, playing Rory Williams. Not the best character, but good actor. I also liked Ray Palmer, who is Brandon Ralph. I like him as well. He was good. He was a bit, I don't know, he got screwed over a lot, I think. I'll talk about that in a minute. And Leonard Snart, who was Wentworth Miller. And he was just a funny character. I liked Wentworth Miller. So, I'm not going to go through every episode, just because I did that in the last one and it took about 20 minutes. Standout episodes for me were definitely, I'd say maybe the opening first 2 episodes I think were pretty good. The last 2 I think, yeah, the last 2 were pretty good. And the Star City 2044 I think it was. I think it was 2044. That was a pretty good episode. There were other good ones sprinkled in there, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Um, I there is a few problems I had with it. I didn't really like Hawkman. I thought he was a bit of a dick, and a sort of wasted character. Like all through the series, well, that we saw him, because spoilers. He dies in like the 2nd episode or the 3rd episode, and then sort of comes back at the end. Sort of wasted, because he basically, he was only there to say, "Oh, we've done this too." He spoke to Hawkgirl, who was still sort of awakening. It's called, I think, like awakening her powers. And Hawkman was always like, "Oh, you're in love with me, and this happens, and this happens, and we're always in every one of our lifetimes. This happens, and this happens. We have to do it like this and this." And he just felt just like a dick. He was just a total dick. I also didn't really like Hawkgirl for the reason of she fucked over Ray so much, and I felt so sorry for Ray. Because Ray is such a, like, he tries to be so cheerful when he can be. He lost his wife and then decided to make his atom suit to sort of never be as weak as that again, so he can always help people in need. And then when he finally gets happiness again in Felicity, in Arrow, she breaks up with him. I think that's how it goes. And she went with Oliver. And then in Legends of Tomorrow, he meets Kendra, and they start to have a relationship. But then as soon as Carter comes back in, she goes back with Carter and just leaves him, and he's like, "Oh, alright then, whatever." He just gets screwed over so much, and he's such a nice guy. Uh, so yeah, I don't like Hawkman, Hawkgirl. I liked the relationship between Kendra and Ray when Kendra wasn't being a total bitch to Ray. Um, I like the Waverider. I like the ship that they're on. That's brilliant. I did a live stream on my channel not long ago. Well, I say not long ago, probably a while ago now. That was basically I recreated the Waverider ship in my own design on Minecraft. Yes, it sounds shit and it looks shit. Just go with it. I don't know if I'll ever actually use that in anything now though, because we're changing our plans a little bit. But if you want to go and see my version of the Waverider ship, it's on that live stream. I can't remember when it was. Apart from that, the villain was quite weak. Well, I say the main villain, but in the end, you kind of sort of think that he's not the main villain. It's like, he's an alright villain, and he plays a good bad guy, but it's very generic, and it's very, the bad guy trait of, oh, I want to marry, or fuck, this hero that clearly doesn't like me / princess, depending if you're going by Disney rules. I want to bang this person, but she doesn't want to. So instead I will take over the world, then she'll have to love me. Or that sort of thing. It's kind of shitty. But it works, I suppose. So yeah, it wasn't really the main villain. I'd say the Time Agency, was it called? I think it was the Time Agents. They were a good concept. I like them. A bit confused why the Time Agency or Time Agents, whatever, didn't like talk to Barry because he was been traveling through time and messing a few things up. I don't see why they didn't change it. Then they, spoilers again, get destroyed at the end of the first season, and the Legends sort of take over as the new Time Agents, sort of, in the second season, which personally I think was a terrible idea. But yeah. All in all, I really liked the series. I liked Mick, but I liked Mick more in the season 2, but I'll get onto that obviously in the season 2 video. Quick disclaimer, there's probably going to be a few more reviews on this channel than there are other videos, just because it's just gone Christmas and it'll be New Year in a few days, and I'm not really too sure of what I'm going to do yet in terms of content. I'm finally getting my computer sorted out. I've got rid of the virus on it now and everything. I've found out how to record my mic, and I can start recording stuff and doing that on there, but I don't know when I'm going to get that done. So yeah, that's just a quick update on that. Don't know what the next review is going to be, but as for Legends of Tomorrow Season 1, I think it was pretty solid. I'd give it an 8. No, 8.5. It was good, but certain aspects of it brought it down for me. It was hard to watch originally, but as soon as I watched the full, like, I spent one weekend, like, so I haven't watched it for like a month, so I watched like the first half of the season, then stopped watching it, then I decided to rewatch it all, and the second time I rewatched all of it, I watched all of it, and the next day I went out and bought Legends of Tomorrow Season 2. That's how much I loved Season 1 when I watched all of it. So I would recommend not watching it in bits. If you're going to watch the series, do it what I did and watch the whole series in one go, if you can, if you've got the time. So yeah, I give it a good 8.5 out of 10. And that'll be the end. Thank you all for watching. I've been Success and you've been yourselves, and I will try to get some more actual gameplay videos and no more commentaries for a while. However, as I said, the next few videos will be reviews, I would imagine. Maybe even reviews with some of my friends, because we watched a film recently that I'm sure you want to hear our opinions about. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I've been Success and you yourselves, and yeah.